the moment I took out the negative and replaced it with more positive, and I mean that from all aspects of my life. You know, I used to work in the city as a broker for about 5 years. You know, I worked in the city since I was 17 and left when I was 26, so it was almost 10 years. And you can get caught up in, you know, in life, earning a lot of money at a young age, you know, going out to expensive restaurants and fancy places, and you can kind of get caught up in all of that, and I did. But the one thing that you have to realise and understand is no amount of money is going to be able to hide unhappiness. Eventually it will come up. Eventually, at some point, it will creep up. And you have to be honest with yourself. If you're not happy doing something, don't do it. And it's very easily said and not so easily done. But what's helped me be able to do that, and what I've sort of allowed myself to do, is not try to attack it on my own. I've surrounded myself with people who believed in me, and people who can motivate me, and people who have done it before and believe in myself. And that's a very big factor in all of this, is believing in yourself. Not allowing the negative thoughts to creep in. And don't get me wrong, there will be negative thoughts. There will be negative things that come in. Can I do it? Is it possible? But if you surround yourself with people in every part of your day that can give you some sort of positivity, then yes, you can do it. So, why am I out here at 5 o'clock in the morning? That's exactly why. I thought it was going to be ridiculously quiet and no one was going to be awake. But there's cars driving past me, left, right and centre. So, it's all good. But another thing it gives me a chance to do, and I've never, to be honest, this is the first power walk I've done at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not going to front and pretend that I do them every morning, because I don't. Obviously I'm 4 weeks out from competition prep, so what I plan to do now is do a vlog every couple of days now, just to keep everybody updated with progress and what I'm doing and where I'm at and how the last 4 weeks of a competition prep what it actually looks like. So, quick rundown of what I did this morning before I left. Probably should have shown you, but I didn't want to wake everybody up in my house, because at 5 o'clock in the morning, if you've got me videoing in the kitchen, it almost certainly would have broken out into an argument. So, I've got my BCAAs, provided by none other than Biosynergy. So thank you guys. I've got my powdered BCAAs, which I'm sipping on as I walk in. I've got my heart rate monitor on. All that's going to do is monitor my calories burnt. I've got my watch on, which if you can see now, probably can't see it because my phone's being stupid, but it's 5:28. I'm actually walking to Tesco's to get breakfast. If you've got me on Snapchat, you probably seen me do this a couple of times already. This power walk, I mean, to Tesco's. So what I do is, you know, and that brings it back to why are you doing it? What is going to help you do it? What makes you do this? And at the end of the day, you know, it's what are you prepared to do to get what you want? That's always what it will come down to, is what are you prepared to do to get what you want. Now, I've got PT at 6:30 today, so it's 5:30. So in an hour, I've got PT. Now, I woke up this morning and thought, Grant, why don't you just do it after PT? Why don't you just do it then? Well, the reason is because I like to do my cardio fasted, if I can. Fasted as in, haven't eaten anything. So, again, it all ties into, you know, your day and what you've got planned. Now, I don't have a PT for 2 hours after my 6:30 session. So I could have easily finished, come home, and done an hour power walk there.
Workout distance 1 miles.
If you can hear that.
Total time 17 minutes 50 seconds. Workout average heart rate 94.
If you heard that, that was my heart rate monitor telling me how far I'd walked and how long I'd walked for. I'm doing this power walk and it is absolutely pitch black. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit vulnerable. But anyway, so where was I? Where was I? Power walks, motivation, why you want to do it. Yeah, where was I? I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Power walking, doing it for PT. There we go. So I could have easily done this after my PT session, easily. But what that would have done, what that would have meant is I would have finished PT at 7:15, driven back home, got home about 7:30, got myself sorted, left probably about 8, hour 9, back breakfast 9:30, which is fine. You know, could have easily been done. But that's the key there. The key in all of that is the word easy. It was the easier option. And when you're prepping for certain things, and you know, not even prepping, but always taking the easiest way out is the easiest thing to do. It always will be. Making yourself do something that you don't want to do is always going to be the harder option. And it is hard. And who wants to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go for an hour power walk? I'll tell you what though, I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night, got a good 6 hours sleep, because let's face it, who goes to bed straight away and falls asleep straight away? Well, if you do, lucky you, but I don't. Got a good sleep, woke up feeling ready. When I woke up this morning, felt ready to go and get this power walk. I mean, obviously there's a part of your mind that is going to say to you, don't do it, go back to sleep. But I genuinely felt ready to get up and go and power walk. And that's exactly what it boils down to. And if you can keep yourself motivated and keep yourself positive and keep the belief in yourself that everything you do, you're doing it for a purpose, then you're never going to lose. And those who know me from since whenever will know I've always been confident in my ability. I've always been positive. I've always tried to be the best I can. I've basically always tried to run before I could walk. Now, a lot of people will say, well, you know, you've got to go through the process, you've got to learn. But that's exactly how I've learned. Some people are a little bit more, you know, head smart, a little bit more savvy, they take their time and they learn that way. Me, I just get in and get it done and just learn as I go. And for me, it's a much more positive way of getting things done. I'm not saying it's the only way to get it done, but for me, that's how it's worked. So, at the end of the day, you know, everybody, you can do anything you want. If I can leave the city after 10 years and become a personal trainer, you know, not saying you have to, but, you know, starting a journey on this fitness and prep and getting ready for competitions and trying to take my body to the best of its ability as best I can. You know, you can do it too. There are a lot of people out there who want it but aren't prepared to do what it takes. And this last contest prep, I have learnt so much about the mental aspect of training and how deep you have to go within yourself to get the best out of yourself.